The Africa Twin has spent a decade proving that adventure bikes don't need to be intimidating to be capable. For 2026, Honda keeps the winning formula intact while refreshing the details. Here are 10 reasons this remains one of the smartest adventure touring bikes on the market. At the heart of every Africa Twin sits the same 1084cc liquid-cooled parallel twin that's defined the platform since its 2020 update. Producing roughly 101 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 83 pound-feet of torque at 5,500 RPM, it's tuned less for headline numbers and more for real-world usability. The mid-range pull is strong enough to loft the front wheel over obstacles, yet smooth enough for effortless interstate cruising. In a class increasingly obsessed with chasing liter-plus displacement and triple-digit horsepower figures, Honda's restraint is refreshing. This engine simply works in sand, mud, or at 80 miles per hour. Honda's Unicam design, with its single overhead cam and 8 valves, gives the Africa Twin an engine character that feels more organic than a lot of the buzzy parallel twins it competes against. Throttle response is linear rather than snatchy, which matters enormously when a rider is trying to feather power over loose gravel or through a rutted switchback. It's an engine built to be trusted, not just admired on a spec sheet.
Honda's DCT remains the single biggest differentiator in the adventure touring segment. No other manufacturer offers anything comparable on a bike built for genuine off-road use. The system lets riders shift manually via paddle triggers or hand the entire process over to a fully automatic mode. And for 2026, Honda says the shift logic has been sharpened further for smoother low-speed control. That matters most in technical terrain, where not having to worry about clutch and gear inputs frees up mental bandwidth for line choice and throttle control. It also lowers the barrier to entry for riders coming from smaller displacement bikes or scooters, since there's no clutch lever to manage in stop-and-go traffic or slow technical off-road sections. For buyers who've always wanted an adventure bike but found manual clutch work in the dirt intimidating, DCT removes that obstacle entirely without sacrificing control for those who want to shift manually.
Unlike some adventure bikes that are off-road in name only, the standard Africa Twin is built to actually leave the pavement. It rides on 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wire-spoke wheels, the classic dirt-capable combination. And Showa suspension delivers a generous 230 millimeters, 9.6 inches of front travel, and 220 millimeters, 8.6 inches at the rear. Combined with a narrow midsection that lets riders grip the tank confidently while standing, the bike inherits real DNA from Honda's Dakar-winning machines of the 1980s, not just the name. That rally heritage isn't marketing dressing. It shows up in the bike's balance, its low-speed manners over rocks and ruts, and the confidence it inspires when the pavement runs out and the trail gets technical.
Honda doesn't force one setup on every rider. The standard Africa Twin is the nimble off-road focused option, while the Adventure Sports ES trim leans into long-distance comfort with a larger 6.6-gallon fuel tank, a more aerodynamic fairing designed to cut highway buffeting, and a wider, road-oriented 19-inch front wheel. Riders who mostly stick to pavement and want to rack up serious mileage between fuel stops have just as strong an option as those chasing trailheads. Both the base Africa Twin and the Adventure Sports ES can be equipped with Showa's electronically equipped ride adjustment system, which automatically adjusts damping in real time based on riding conditions. This takes the guesswork out of setup for riders who don't want to fiddle with clickers before every ride, while still offering fully adjustable manual suspension for those who prefer to dial in their own settings. The Africa Twin's 3-mode anti-lock braking system lets riders choose between on-road, off-road, or a rear ABS delete setting for more aggressive dirt riding. That last mode is a meaningful inclusion. It acknowledges that experienced off-road riders sometimes want to lock the rear wheel intentionally to control a slide, something overly conservative ABS systems don't always allow. A 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen anchors the cockpit, with Bluetooth connectivity plus wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support standard across the range. Add a USB charging port, a 12-volt socket, and an automatic turn signal cancel function, and the Africa Twin brings genuinely useful modern conveniences without turning the dashboard into a distraction. For riders navigating unfamiliar routes or simply wanting music on tap, this is a meaningful quality of life upgrade over older adventure bikes that still rely on basic LCD displays. Multiple ride modes, cruise control, and heated grips round out a cockpit that feels genuinely modern rather than bolted on, making long, multi-day rides noticeably less fatiguing.
Honda's engineers placed heavy components like the battery near the bike's center of gravity and built around a compact engine, resulting in a platform that feels lighter and more manageable than its spec sheet might suggest. The aluminum subframe is also removable for easier servicing, and its narrow width keeps the bike feeling slim between the rider's legs, a detail that pays off during long days of standing on the pegs over rough terrain. Both the Standard and Adventure Sports ES models feature an optimized peg-par-seat triangle tuned to their respective purposes, so the ergonomics support the bike's intended riding style rather than forcing a one-size-fits-all compromise.
While the mechanical package carries over largely unchanged, Honda has refreshed the visual identity for 2026. New color options include Grand Prix Red with bolder graphics, matte ballistic black metallic with gold accents, and a pearl glare white scheme on the Adventure Sports ES featuring HRC tricolor graphics and gold-colored wheels. These updates nod to the model's rally heritage, while giving returning buyers a genuine reason to consider the newest version over a leftover prior year unit.
Few adventure bikes offer the breadth of factory-backed customization the Africa Twin does. Honda provides dozens of accessories across the lineup, reportedly 33 for the standard model and 29 for the Adventure Sports ES, including center stands, engine guards, rally-style luggage, multiple seat options, and enduro foot pegs. Honda also organizes these into themed accessory packs built around urban riding, rally styling, long-distance touring, or full adventure setups, making it simple for buyers to tailor the bike to their specific riding style straight from the dealership.
The 2026 lineup spans 4 configurations to suit different budgets and priorities. The standard Africa Twin starts at $15,199, the Africa Twin DCT at $15,599, the Adventure Sports ES at $17,599, and the range-topping Adventure Sports ES DCT at $18,599 before destination charges. That spread gives shoppers a genuine ladder to climb depending on how much long-distance comfort and automated shifting they want built in from the factory.